We talked about it. The goal all along was to, make sure that we kept Trey here. And looks like very, very soon in the near future we'll get that accomplished. So I think it's excitement all the way around.
And we talked a little bit the other day about just how valuable he is for the future of the franchise. What do you see when you look at him? What do you see just as far as potential, what he can be down the road? Once he really settles into who he is.
Just starting with the fact that Trey is an unbelievable human being. Having an opportunity to be around him, going on 4 seasons now, just high-level character. His parents, I know they're extremely proud of him and what he's accomplishing so far. And then on the floor, his size and his talent, his ability to guard multiple positions, rebound the ball defensively, his ability to shoot the ball from unlimited range, and then he's one of the best at shot faking, getting to the basket and finishing. So he adds a ton of value to our program and to our team.
You've seen him literally from the beginning. I wonder what's maybe the thing that you're most proud about from where you've seen him grow from his rookie year to now?
I'm proud of the fact that I told him, you can't even play for me, go to the G League for a little bit and learn how to play. And I was tough on him. His parents were tough on him. And he's a young guy that knows how to fight through adversity. And that's what he's done. Adversity for him was like, okay, I'm not ready for the speed and strength, but I'm going to do what I need to do to get myself ready. And then by middle of his first season, he was with us and helping us a ton. And it's just great to see all of our guys, any of our guys that get an opportunity to be rewarded for, the hard work and dedication that they put into this.
Can he be the type of player that can make you pay if you go and guard him? Where I think he could be a guy that can go off the dribble and take it strong to the basket and add that to his game?
Well, I think the biggest thing is like, what does he do? What does he do now that's extremely valuable for every team? And he's a guy that spreads the floor offensively. He shoots it at a high level. He can put it on the floor and get to the basket, especially taking advantage of closeouts. We want his rebounding to get even better, and then defensively, we saw the last half of the season that he got better and better at guarding some primetime guys. I think to your point, he will be able to add at times during the game where he has the ball in his hands and he's making more decisions.
You said the other day, Hawk definitely a rotation guy starting out this year. Jose has been hugely impactful for this team the past few years. What are your thoughts on those two guys and potentially sharing minutes and lineups with those two on the floor at the same time?
Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday. I'm gonna have some really difficult challenges moving forward, but Jose and Hawk have been really good all training camp, all preseason. We've kind of kept them together on the same team on the second unit, and they both have earned an opportunity to play. So we look forward to getting on the floor. And it's going to be collective, especially with Trey not being able to go right now.
When you look at just the future of the franchise, having Trey, DeJounte, Herb, Z all under contract for the next few years, how much security does that provide knowing this is going to be the vision for the franchise? These are the guys we're betting on.
Well, that's a credit to David Griffin and the high caliber individuals that he brings into this organization, and then being able to get all the guys that you mentioned locked into contracts that will, not guarantee us, but it will definitely give us an opportunity to be a competitive team moving forward.
When you talk about Trey just being a quality type of person, how would you describe just the way he is on a daily basis, just his sense of humor and all that stuff?
It's like he never have a bad day. He comes in, he's got great energy, he's got a great smile. He has a unique relationship with all of his teammates and all the staff here. He's just, he's one of the guys that becomes a pillar of your program. And he and Herb, from the time they've gotten here, Jose, they've elevated this group.
Willie, can you give us some insight in what these last couple of days before the regular season starts, the process is for the coaching staff? And like, for instance, Steve Kerr, I know, talks to all the players, tells them what his expected roles are of them. Do you do something similar?
Yeah. This week is definitely covering some of those concepts, talking to individual players, talking about roles, expectations. making sure that we start dialing in on Chicago on the game Wednesday, tightening some screws here on the floor. So that's pretty much it. But a lot of what you're saying Steve is doing and most coaches are doing in the league is kind of talking to their players, letting them know what's expected.
When they're talking about the Bulls, their best player in the last few years has been DeMar DeRozan, but obviously he's not there anymore. So where does the focus go with that group, especially maybe not knowing exactly how they're going to play going into the regular season?
Well, Levine is back. He's healthy. Vucevic will be – those two guys will be their key guys. Kobe White, he came into his own the last couple seasons, so he's definitely a force. They got a good team. They have a good team. They play hard. They play fast. And you got to outmatch their energy.
Trey's in the kind of working their way from his hamstring. Are all your regulars, everyone else is good right now? Like, are all your regulars able to practice and all that right now?
Yeah, so far so good. DeJounte he's been away with the family emergency, but other than that, everybody's been fine.
Do you know if you'll have him Wednesday? Is it too early to tell right now?
We're hopeful. But things are looking up for sure. So we're hopeful to have him Wednesday.
It's the first of 82, but still, what are you looking to see on Wednesday night?
Well, we're hoping and we're working towards being a team that goes out every night and competing at a high level, bringing energy and effort, a team that's disciplined, and a team that, on top of everything that I just said, goes out and plays the game with joy and have fun doing it. And I think when you have that ingredients, that's an ingredient that allows you to have some success.
Along the lines of what Les just says, it's still incredible that you think the last 2 years, one game made that much of a difference. Three-way tie for first last year. It's crazy, isn't it?
It is. It's crazy, but that's the NBA, and we talk about it every year, how important it is to make sure we're detailed, make sure we tie up loose ends, because it can make or break a season. It comes down to sometimes that one game, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a team that has won one game ahead of us the last 2 seasons has won the Western Conference Finals. So that's how important it is to try to win as many games as you can.
You mentioned Levine, and obviously he was out for most, if not all, of last season. But from what he's done in this league, just what makes sense to you?
Well, he's a highly talented player. He can shoot the ball. He can drive it. He can play off the ball. He can play it off the bounce a bit. So, he's a guy that's been in this league a while now. He's a veteran, and he knows how to get it done. So we're going to have to pay close attention to him. We're going to have to try to make him work on the defensive end.